read the reserves first. Your reserve Berkshire is driven by Miss Haley Wells. Haley is 17 years old and from Somerville, Ohio. Haley plans to attend college and judge livestock while obtaining a degree in animal science. If you would, please put your hands together for Haley Wells from Ohio. Your reserve Chester White is driven by Miss Kinley Hill. Kinley is 7 years old and from Greensburg, Indiana. Kinley plans to continue showing pigs and making friends. If you would, please put your hands together for Kinley Hill from Greensburg, Indiana. Your reserve Duroc is driven by Miss Kinley Hill as well. Kinley is 7 years old and from Greensburg, Indiana. She wants to continue showing pigs and making friends. Your reserve Hampshire Market Hog is driven by Clara Leach. Clara is 17 years old and from Lexington, Indiana. Clara plans to attend a university and further her education in agriculture, focusing on agriculture economics. Please put your hands together for the reserve champion Hampshire Barrow. Your reserve champion Hereford Barrow is driven by Allison Liggett. Allison is 12 years old and from Walton, Indiana. Allison plans to finish her 10 years in 4-H and start a show pig business with her family. If you would, please put your hands together for Allison Liggett from Walton, Indiana. Your reserve Landrace Market Hog is driven by Mr. Matthew Perkins. Matthew is 16 years old and from Greencastle, Indiana. Matthew plans to finish his 10 years in 4-H and have his own show pig operation. Please put your hands together for the champion Landrace Market Hog and Matthew Perkins. Your reserve champion Poland Market Hog is driven by Camry Evans. Camry is 16 years old and from Harrison, Arkansas. Future plans include to continue showing pigs. Please put your hands together for the reserve champion Poland Market Hog. Your reserve champion spot is driven by Mr. Matthew Goodpaster from Fillmore, Indiana. Matthew is 19 years old and plans to graduate from Purdue University. If you would, put your hands together for Matthew Goodpaster and the reserve champion Spot Barrow. Your reserve champion Tamworth Market Hog is driven by Barry Guilford from Kentucky. Barry is 16 years old and his future plans include he is undecided. Please put your hands together for the reserve champion Tamworth Market Hog. Your reserve champion Yorkshire is driven by Elizabeth Baker. Elizabeth is 18 years old and from Sheridan, Indiana. Her aspirations include graduating from Ball State with both a speech pathology and special education degree, as well as continuing to assist her nieces and nephews in their livestock showing careers. Please put your hands together for Elizabeth Baker. Your reserve champion crossbred Market Hog is driven by Reagan Denton from Perry, Georgia. Reagan is 9 years old and she wants to be a veterinarian and help all animals. Until then, she wants to be able to continue to show livestock, and she also wants to thank her family and friends. If you would, put your hands together for Reagan Denton from Perry, Georgia. After the conclusion of the grand drive, top 5, please grab a pen. Top 5, please grab a pen. One more time, please put your hands together for the reserve champion Market Hogs in each division. Now for your champion lineup at the 2022 North American Market Hog Show. Your champion Berkshire Market Hog is driven by Braden Lancaster from Battletown, Kentucky. Braden is 16 years old and after high school plans to attend college, join a judging team, and pursue a career as a veterinarian. Please put your hands together for the champion Berkshire Barrow and Braden Lancaster. Your champion Chester Barrow is also exhibited by Braden Lancaster from Battletown, Kentucky. Again, Braden is 16 years old and after high school plans to join a judging team and pursue a career as a veterinarian. Please put your hands together for the champion Chester Barrow. Your champion Duroc Market Hog is driven by Cagney Utterback from Indiana. Cagney is 19 years old and her future plans include to graduate from Purdue with a degree in animal pharmaceuticals. If you would, put your hands together for Cagney Utterback with the champion Duroc Market Hog. Your champion Hampshire Market Hog is exhibited by Braden Lancaster from Battletown, Kentucky. Braden is 16 years old and after high school plans to attend college and be on a judging team and pursue a career as a veterinarian. If you would, put your hands together for the champion Hampshire Market Hog and Braden Lancaster. Your champion Hereford Market Hog is exhibited by Nick Aubach from Hartford City, Indiana. Nick is 18 years old and he plans to attend Purdue University to study agribusiness next fall. Put your hands together for Nick Aubach and the champion Hereford Market Hog. Your champion Landrace Market Hog is driven by Jarrett Morris from Indiana. Jarrett is 16 years old and his future plans include to graduate high school, finish his 10-year membership in 4-H, and attend college to study agriculture and play sports. If you would, put your hands together for Jarrett Morris from Indiana. Your champion Poland Market Hog is driven by Miss Shelby Martin from Bloomington, Indiana. Shelby is 16 years old and she wants to finish high school and go to college for a business degree, then open her own meat locker business. If you would, please put your hands together for the champion Poland Market Hog and Shelby Martin. Your champion Spotted Market Hog is driven by Mr. Jacob Glunt from Sheridan, Indiana. Jacob is 10 years old and he plans to go to college, judge livestock with his friends, and he wants to start a boar stud with his brother and his friends after college. Please put your hands together for Jacob Glunt from Sheridan, Indiana. Your champion Tamworth Market Hog is driven by Gavin Young from Rochester, Indiana. Gavin is 17 years old and he wants to attend Purdue University to study embryology and raise cattle with his brother. He would like to say, Tam Nation. Your champion Yorkshire Market Hog is driven by Mr. Brantley Platt from Roanoke, Indiana. Brantley is 8 years old and he wants to continue to raise pigs, go to college at Oklahoma State University or Purdue, and have a boar stud like his dad. Please put your hands together for Brantley Platt from Roanoke, Indiana. And out of your crossbred division, congratulations to Alice Hawk from Muncie, Indiana. Alice is 11 years old and wants to play college softball and continue showing pigs. If you would, please put your hands together for the champion crossbred market hog and Alice Hawk from Muncie, Indiana.
Well, guys, we can definitely shut them down real quickly, and what an awesome deal, and just the opportunity to be in the ring and be part of the North American is something that I'll definitely cherish there. And you know, leading up to it, the Pig Planet crew sent me a deal and asked if we liked Grand Drive speeches, and I told them that I hope the evaluation of stock makes up for the Grand Drive speech, because I've never been real elegant with words and kind of get tongue-tied and go through there, but this is a big deal. And kids, I hope that you cherish this moment, whether you're a breed champion, or reserve, whether you had a class winner or midway in the group. And I'm going to tell you that you know, this isn't about me. I'm going to communicate this there just to encourage you guys, and I hope you take it this way, that way. This was the last. This was the last Market Hog show that I showed at, and I get kind of emotional like that because it was a huge part of my life. This is what I grew up doing. I know what y'all are doing, and this was the last one I judged. It was 22 years ago, Warren. You judged it, and we had a really good day, and it was a lot of fun. And since then, though, you know, not one time did they ask if we won that day or Grand or Reserve. And whenever Paige called and asked me to judge, she didn't say, because you did good at the North American, we want you to judge 22 years later. But that was a lot of fun, and we had people that made it happen and made it the ability to come out here and show. And like I said, we went 12 years showing and only got to come to the North American once. And right now, now. I've got my son Caden with me, my daughter Cameron's at home, and they love showing and they love being a part of it, and this is what we get to do as a family, and yet we still haven't found a way to come to the North American. I know how tough this deal is. I know how hard it is to put them together, to keep them together, to assemble it for this, and yet at the same time I also know how good you have to be, and that's why we haven't hauled here yet, because we haven't been good enough yet. And I can tell you right now, if y'all were sitting there in the midway of the classes, there were several times I know when you loaded that trailer that you're expecting to do even more. But again, it was awesome. I heard several of those bios say that they wanted to thank the people that came here, and I can't tell you enough as I continue to age and continue to go through it. I didn't tell the people that made this possible thank you enough for myself, and I hope that kids, you're not taking it for granted. Parents, it's not going to last long. I hope you're not taking it for granted either. But if you will, put your hands together, not for just these champions, but every kid that's exhibited at the North American. It was an awesome event, and definitely something that I was looking forward to. And again, it's not about me. I just truly do appreciate the opportunity to be part of it. It's a big deal. Let's fire them up real quick. We're not going to talk about pigs. I've enjoyed my time with Ryan. We didn't have to talk just a whole lot of times or a whole lot of classes, and like I said, we're both kind of a few words when we come out here. He's such a respected mind and respected in the industry, not for just being a judge, but being a breeder and being a father and a husband, and just a great human that I appreciated the time to share with out here. Again, we saw them the same. We may have wanted to, discuss a pair here or there, but ultimately we all saw them and evaluated them very similarly. And we have a good set of market hogs out here, a good set of breed champions. And as those breeds that were in this side of the ring peeled out there, I was very impressed with the consistency of them. And I can tell you what, they're knocking at the top very hard. It's going to be interesting how these top five lay out. And I think every time a next one drops in, it's a whole nother show, and we're going to be able to reevaluate them. Again, I'm not going to talk about them. This was an awesome event, an awesome day, one that I'll cherish for a long time. But more importantly, kids, I hope that you do as well. Thank those people that got you here, and definitely travel home and be proud of yourself there. I'm going to put the microphone down. There's one that wins easy for me. I'm going to go shake the hand of that exhibitor.
Your champion overall at the 2022 North American goes to Alice Hawk out of the crossbred division. That drops in Reagan Denton for reserve. One more time, if you would, evaluating your purebred market hogs, Mr. Ryan Seitz from Granite, Oklahoma, and in your crossbred division, Mr. Kelton Mason from Montgomery, Texas. Please put your hands together for both those individuals.
Well, if you guys want to just let them relax just a second, not unlike Kelton, whenever they sent that questionnaire about do you like Grand Drive speeches and all that, I'm not one that wants to talk for very long whenever we come out here for these Grand Drive speeches. But at the same time, first and foremost, congratulations to the kids that have out here with these champions and reserves. Honestly, I'm not for sure exactly what time it is right now, but we went through this deal so efficient, so seamlessly, if you will. If you would one time, all the people behind the desk, the people out in the ring, give them a round of applause and thank them for their efforts here today. You know, as Kelton said, we've known each other, I think, what seems like almost forever, and yet at the same time, this is the first time Kelton and I have actually got to jump into a ring together, and it's been so fun because I think we see things so similar. We've been around the same kind of hogs that I guess you'd say have worked for us. And what works for us is kind of what you lean towards and what you like. And as we get out here, it's been so fun to bring these champions and reserves. A lot of them that he's seen as we went through those, and yet some that he didn't. And yet we just kind of look at them and see how uniform the group looks all the way through, from the Burks all the way to crosses. So it's been a great show. The quality has been great. If you guys want to fire those up, we'll get ready to get your reserve. There was a pair of those that I thought that as we brought champions and reserves for Kelton and I, that to a degree mimic each other in a lot of different ways, not only from a design standpoint, a stoutness standpoint, really good in terms of their feet and legs and the way they get out and go. And I guess if you want to know what he and I like is those kind of hogs, is still put muscle, put shape, put design, and yet have structure and feature and handle it really, really good. The second best one for us, the red one.
Your reserve overall market hog at the 2022 North American comes out of the Duroc division. Congratulations to Cagney Utterback. That drops in Kinley Hill for third overall. Again, all top fives need to grab a pen. All top five need to grab a pen. All NSR market hogs, champions, and reserves need to grab a pen or stay in their pen for DNA.
Again, it's been such an enjoyable experience, and yet, again, like Kelton said, we don't say a whole lot, and yet at the same time, I think we've seen things so similar, and when it's one of those decisions, it's close. We've talked about it for a while, and yet when we could kind of move on, we've moved on. And as we come out here, there's a couple of them that obviously get right into the mix of things and into the hunt. Yet with that said, there's one that I think we think is kind of an outlier, if you will, just a little different, just super, super heavy structure. Crazy kind of build in this one. The reserve cross will be your third overall.
Your third overall comes out of the crossbred division. Congratulations to Reagan Denton.
Well, they've driven them long enough here, and obviously know what we think about them. The next one that runs in is one that hit me hard as I stepped over that fence in terms of being a show bear, and I'm always going to gravitate to those good-looking ones that look like a show pig should. They've got presence and shape. They're fit extremely well, and still the fundamentals have to be right. There's a lot of things to admire about that Berkshire bear. He's going to be our next one out.
Your fourth overall comes out of the Berkshire division. Congratulations to Braden Lancaster from Kentucky. All champions and reserves, please stay put after the top five selection. All champions and reserves, please grab a pen. That drops in Haley Wells.
Well, again, coming for your 5th overall, and it doesn't get a whole lot easier because I think there's still such a tremendous amount of good. I mean, we can talk lots of things about this reserve Berkshire that comes out in the mix. Young lady's red one is so stout and powerful, and you love lots of things about him. That spot over there in terms of design and feet and legs is awfully unique. This Poland I thought was a man-eater whenever he come in terms of shape and power and dimension. Awfully good kind of a barrel. We come out here, we get in the mix, and yet there's one in terms of just comfortable feetability, really good on his feet and legs, and still has muscle and shape. The Yorkshire is going to be your 5th overall.
Your 5th overall comes out of the Yorkshire division. Congratulations, your champion Yorkshire, Brantley Platt. All champions and reserves, please grab a pen. All champions and reserves, please grab a pen. Every single champion or reserve needs to stay in a pen. All champions and reserves need to stay in a pen. All champions and reserves need to grab a pen.